Hey, welcome to Zach's Tech Turf and my new series, Gaming on Sunday Morning, which is a series where every single Sunday morning, just like today, I'm going to be checking out a new game with you guys. And like I said last week when we reviewed the fishing game, Fishing Planet, I said that this week was going to be dark and light, and that's what we have today. And I'm so excited. I'm having some terrible technical issues with this game. As you can see right here, I'm already jumped into the game. It is silky smooth at like a 50-ish FPS right now on my screen, but I know for recording, it's only recording at like 31, anywhere from 30 to 40 FPS. So I think it's just because the game isn't optimized. It just got into early access recently. So like it's hard to run on most PCs, but I'm running it better than what I'm showing on YouTube. But I just wanted to get this video up. I've been trying for hours trying to figure out what's going on. As you can see, I'm only running this game in 1080p. In 1440p, the game looks absolutely beautiful. But here in 1080p, it looks good, but not great. But this game has a lot of potential graphics-wise whenever it does get optimized. Now, because of these technical difficulties, I'm also not going to jump into the Steam store page and show you the requirements and whatnot. But yeah, I've been having a heck of a time with it. So we're just going to jump into this game. This game is Ark Survival Evolved. Very similar to Ark Survival Evolved, but with a completely different skin. It's an open world RPG survival game. As you can see here in the bottom right, you have your basic hunger, food, energy, stuff like that. And I'll get into that in just a bit. And if you jump into like the inventory here, now how similar does this look to Ark? I mean, this looks like it's built on the same engine. I believe some type of mix of developers happened here there. So it looks very similar, but it's based around like magic, and there's no dinosaurs. There are a bunch of monsters, which I'll show you as well. But yeah, so if you like Ark, you'll definitely like this. And if you didn't like Ark, you still might like this because it isn't based around dinosaurs. Like I said, Ark is actually my #1 play game on Steam, believe it or not. I have like over 200 hours in it, and I don't really dive deep into games. But yeah, so let's dive deep into this game. So this is what I look like. I'm currently level 25 playing on a private server. The server that I'm playing on has a little bit increased gather rates, leveling rates possibly, but it's still pretty slow. It's only like 2x or maybe even 3x. One of the cool things that I like is you actually start the game in a city. Now there's 3 factions. There's human, dwarf, and I think the third one might be elf. I don't even remember. But they all have different starting zones, which is kind of like an MMORPG, which is pretty cool. This is the human starting zone. There's actually vendors around here, and there's a currency, not just like, you don't just trade items. You can actually get gold, which is pretty interesting. Ark doesn't do anything like that. So I'm going to compare this game to Ark a lot, so just be prepared for that. But yeah, so I freshly just died very recently, and I have to basically start all over. As you can see in my items at the bottom there, I have literally nothing. So a direwolf just killed me, and I didn't have any good armor on. So we're just going to start here. Once again, I apologize for the kind of choppy FPS. It definitely does get choppy on my screen as well because this game isn't optimized yet. And I'm running a GTX 980, which is a very, very powerful card. But yeah, the game's not super optimized yet. You'll definitely have to wait for that. But like, Ark's been in early access for over a year now, I think. And that game still runs like poop. So here we're just chopping down some trees. Now, at the bottom right here, those are your survival elements. Going from left to right, you have food, energy, water, weight, and then I think that one is focus, and then the next one's mind, and then the last one's health. And you also have temperature. So the focus, which is the one that looks like a brain, I believe, that's basically mana, like in any other RPG. This game, the combat right now is very focused on magic and not so much on like bows and like melee weapons, and I don't know if the game's designed like that, but the hitbox when you're hitting animals and stuff like that with a melee weapon is not detecting correctly. Nothing is detecting correctly. As you can see here, I'm just swinging away at this tree, and up you can see that the wood and apples don't come every hit, which they should. So I'm kind of just sitting here like waiting for it to catch up to itself. I don't know. I heard that on public servers it's actually even worse. This private server that we have, Iron Blood Gaming or something like that, is actually very, very nice compared to public servers. But so to start the game, I'm basically just chopping down trees, trying to get wood. I can go over and find some rocks for some stone. I can bust open these barrels, and I believe you can sometimes find gold in these. Yeah, see, there's gold. One thing that I really like about starting in this game is there are quests. I think I can find it by going to knowledge, tasks. And you actually start with all these quests. Now, they were very buggy, like they weren't registering when they should, but Ark has nothing like this. And this is like a tutorial, like especially these first, a new world. I think there's like 15 quests or something here. It shows you how to do everything, and then you go into City Dweller, and this one's definitely bugged, sell to vendors. And then you just have a bunch of these different types of quests, which is super cool. I think you just get rewarded with XP, but as you can see, there's a bunch that, like, I'm actually kind of surprised looking at these that I haven't completed. Well, yeah, some of these are like craft things that I can't even craft yet, like jerky and whatnot. But yeah, a bunch, like there's a lot of progression in just that, which is pretty cool. If you go over to knowledge here, this is what the skill tree looks like. Now these are all your different skills. You don't have to spec into any one of these. They will automatically level as you do things that level them. So if I go into armor crafting, I'm currently at rank 3. Rank 1 unlock these, 2 unlock these, and 3 unlock these. And then it says to increase this knowledge, I just have to harvest twine, craft clothing or armor. It's armor crafting, so that makes sense. And then this one I can't even do yet. So anytime that I'm just harvesting twine, I'm leveling up that armor crafting skill. And then over here for fire magic is probably the most OP thing right now, I would say, just because the whole melee thing is messed up like I was talking about earlier. First, I can craft the Rune of Warmth, which just raises my body temperature. Fireball 1, and then Wall of Fire, I mean. And then this next rank, as you can see, is Fireball 2. This one I actually just unlocked the ability to start unlocking by hitting level 25 on my character. Here I have to harvest sulfur from boulders, craft fire spells. So you basically just do whatever you want to get better at to improve. So that's pretty basic here. Now I'm gonna try and find some stone here. Is this stone? I don't know, that might just be part of the world. We need to find, we'll get out of this city here because it is getting very close to dark, and I want to get back to my house. Now the crafting in this game is exactly like Ark, exactly like what you would expect. Now I am starting over because I died. So I lost all my items, so I'm going to have to go here and just get the basic tools, and I'll show you. This is what it would look like if you were starting the game. You just go up and you have to use your fists to hit rocks and whatnot. Now that I think about it, I don't know if I can get rock. Okay, so I can craft a stone, what is this called? Stone axe. So I just crafted a stone axe, and that just took some basic dead grass or straw, I think it's called, wood, and then some stone. So now that I have that, now I can start hacking away at stone and get stone much quicker. See, I can just got 18, 21, there's some sulfur ore. And then if I go over to the trees, I'll be able to get wood way faster, 9, 17, 27, super quick compared to using your hands. And this is the premise of the game. Now I think I have enough materials to craft a pickaxe, which I do, and then the next thing I want to craft is a staff. Now, you don't actually learn spells, I mean, you level them up, but the way magic works is you have your staff here, but you need to craft a spell. Now, the first spell I'm going to go after is called the Draining Spell. If I can find it, there it is. So I need one more magic shard. So the magic shards you get by just using your hands in the grass. So I'll just go here at the grass. I'm going to pick up some grass, straw. There's a magic shard. So now I unlock all the materials I need to craft this draining spell. And here I'm going to craft it, and then I equip this draining spell over to my spell. Now you can only have one spell equipped at one time, which is kind of like unlike any other spell casting game where you just choose a button and then you craft that, or you use that spell. This is kind of different because you are you can only use that one spell. So now that I have that equipped, I'm going to use my staff here, and then I'm going to shine it at a tree. And with this draining spell, basically what this does is it drains a bunch of magic shards from anything, basically. I do believe if you use this at a beast or an animal that you will drain their health a little bit, but I don't think it's that good of a spell. So now that I have a bunch of magic shards, I think I can craft the fireball spell. Nope, that's rune of warmth. No, what do I need now? Fireball. I have the wood. Oh, I need the sulfur ore. So to get the sulfur ore, I'm just going to hack away at some more rocks. There's the sulfur ore, and now I can craft the fireball spell. Now, this fireball spell will definitely be your best friend for a long time. I'm going to craft 2 of them because these actually break. So I'm going to equip this here, and here's the durability. Just like you have durability for your clothes. I don't really have any armor because I just died and lost everything. But your spells have durability too. So whenever your spell breaks, which doesn't really make sense, and I actually don't like that mechanic. Oh, here's a guy. My durability of my spell is gonna go down. So I didn't really mean for this to happen, but now we're jumping into the combat, and you're gonna see here just how easy it is to kill these things. And that guy was only level 4. But the basic premise of the combat right now in early access is using a fireball and kiting them or running back. So you wanna... somebody's horns going off. Hopefully you guys can't hear that. But yeah, so you use a fireball, you run back a little bit, use a fireball again, run back a little bit, and that's how you can basically kill anything. It's kind of super easy. Now you will struggle against the more difficult mobs, but for the most part that's it. So we're still kind of in the city limits here. We're gonna cross this bridge here, and then my house is way over there. So I'll kind of just talk to you guys while we progress our way over here. I'm going to try and collect some more materials. These little guys here don't really put up a fight. You actually have to chase them. They run away from you. And but I know they have fur, so I'm not there. I'm finally hitting them. The hitbox in this game, like I've mentioned, is terribly messed up. It's actually kind of hard to see if you're even... It's actually kind of hard to see if you're even hitting them. Like here I have to crouch down, and I should be able to just do it standing up here, but sometimes it won't register. And here I'm just hacking away, la la la, just waiting, just give me my fur or my hide, and it just takes so long. I know different servers will have different performances, but like I said, I'm pretty positive that public servers are even worse than that. So it's in terms of the night, the light and day, or day and night cycle, your server, it's going to be dependent on that. Ours is actually a pretty long night because it increases the difficulty of the game. It's very hard to navigate at night, but you can craft these runes of, I don't even know what they're called. I have to look this up. The rune of light, and I just crafted one as I was talking, and then if I cast that, it's kind of like a permanent light fairy, I guess. I don't know what you would call that, but it's like a flashlight or something like that, and that's going to lose durability as you go. I'm going to kill this guy before he comes and attacks me. I think this is just one of those, I don't even know how to, oh, okay. Oh, see, that's a direwolf. What level is he? He's level 36. Not a direwolf. I'm not watching Game of Thrones. Wild wolf. That's actually what killed me the first time. So I'm going to, actually, let's see if he even had, I was going to say, maybe that's the guy that killed me. Maybe he still has my stuff. We're just going to hack away at him, get the raw hide and raw meat, and we'll get out of here towards my house. So yeah, you have at the bottom there your survival skills. This game, now your server rates at like your hunger rates, your energy, or your dehydration rates, they're all going to change, and we have ours set at half speed, I believe. Oh, see, no, that's the guy that killed me. I don't know what that is, but he just has so much. Oh my god, if he kills me again. He's super high level. He's level 104. I'm not going to be able to... The damn panthers. Everyone complains about panthers in this game. I'm going to try and run away from him but I'm pretty sure he has enough speed that I'm not going to be able to hide. So I'm probably going to die here, which is really unfortunate because I want to show you my house. But I'm just going to... See, look, he has so much speed. There's nothing I can do. I can't kill a level 104 panther, whatever he was. I just don't have... My fireball doesn't do enough damage. So here we're really starting to lag. And like I said, I apologize about that. But... oh, man, this is so frustrating. I'm running out of energy here. You can see my energy is pretty low. And so is my health. Maybe they'll start attacking each other. Come on. Oh, my God. So annoying. So yeah, a lot of people complain about the panthers, and I see why. This is the first time that I've ever had panther issues. There's obviously that level 104 that's hanging out right by my house, and super annoying. Okay, so I don't know where I spawned. I have no idea where I'm at. I think I spawned in the wrong spot. Let me try and get my bearing. Okay, so there's the castle. I don't know what this guy means. I'll just let him kill me because I don't have anything anymore. If you see like a gold guy like this, then I think they're rated higher, like they're elite or something. I've also seen purple, which could mean elite as well. This is actually a sheep. Whatever. Alright, so I don't know where I'm at, and I don't know where that main bridge is. So I'm just gonna force a death. That way I can respawn in the area that I know. I think I'm in... yeah, I spawned in downtown district. I'm actually in Central Square. So we're gonna do that. Every single time you die, you lose everything. And I should probably have mentioned already, but this is a full PvP game. Our server has server rules where, like, we can definitely PvP against each other. We just can't grief. And by grief, I mean, you can't just keep killing the same guy that's 30 levels lower than you. You will get reported and kicked off the server. But if you come up to a guy that is lower level than you one time, and if he's stealing some resources that you need or something, I mean, you can kill on sight if you want. But it's just, there's no harassing or anything like that. So we're going to try and cross over here. I'm sure that wolf is over there, so I really don't know. Actually, I'm going to try this. I'm going to jump down here and go this way. The fall damage in this game is, like, stupid, to say the least. I ran out of stamina, so I can't jump. I don't know what that tall dude is. He's kind of freaking me out, and that spider. But I ran out of energy, so now I can jump. But yeah, so we're going to make our way through this. And yeah, the fall damage is terrible. You would have to fall a significant height to die in this game. But I've never jumped down here before from there. But I think we are on the way to my house, and I really want to show you my house before I end this video. We're already at 18 minutes. I'm basically starting over. As I died again, I lost all my items yet again. So as you can see, the difficulty in the monsters is no joke. I did say that you can kite. I don't know if I'm going the right way. I did say that you can kite and pretty much kill everything. But if there's something like whatever kind of wolf that thing was, then yeah, that'll ruin your day. And I just lost everything. So if you're working on a big project and gathering a lot of materials, you would have lost everything. So for the other survival, there's hunger, which you can just cook the raw meat and whatnot. One thing that I really like in this game, see, I'm not going to be able to get past that guy. Ugh, this is frustrating. I'll be able to run past him, though. Let me save my energy. This guy doesn't have a crap ton of speed, so he's going to go after me. Hopefully we don't die. If I do, we'll deal with it. Okay, so I finally know where I'm at least. But we're going to run up to my house here. And hopefully, I have spikes set up. So hopefully I can jump over them. And then this wolf following me doesn't. So this is my house right here. I got all these spikes running around. Let's see if is he still following me? I don't know where he went. But I have these spikes. Alright, and this is my house. So I'm not an architect by any means. And this doesn't look that great. But I'm building on uneven land, so I figured I'd just start with a small base and then start to branch out above. This whole second floor up here is a little bit more expanded than the bottom base because this is all I can build. Like, I can't build right here. So I have two main doors here, and they just lead, like, once you go in, it's so dark. Like once you go into this door here, it basically just leads you to a room with nothing but another door. And I did that because people were really attacking my doors. Like that's how they would get into my house. I think they have less durability than a normal wall. So they would kill my doors and then they would get in. So my genius idea was to just create another layer so they could spend like 5 or 10 minutes just hacking away at my door like this, but they would be using a weapon obviously, and then they would finally open it or destroy it, and then they would just get to another door. So hopefully if that ever happens and someone's being annoying, they'll see like, all right, I'm not gonna go for this again. So it's only on these 2 doors here, so I'm not sure if it'll actually work. But this is the inside of my house. I have another like inside walled area here, and this is where I log out because people will be able to kill you when you're offline, so you really want to hide your body. So technically if I go in here into this door and then log out, there's 3 doors separating me from an enemy. Now the weakness, obviously, let me open this door, is if you just broke like this wall over here, that's all you would have to break and then you would get into my house. But people don't know that. I don't show off my house design to other people other than you guys. So if you join Iron Blood Gaming, leave me alone, please. Or we can form an alliance. And there are clans in this game, or houses as they call them. And I'm just in the house of zachstechturf, I believe it's called. And you can assign different ranks to people, like I'm the owner. And then you can eventually build with other players and stuff like that. So it's pretty cool. I'm kind of a lone gamer, as I've mentioned before. But yeah, this is what my house looks like. And that's pretty much all I wanted to talk to you guys about. Oh, one more thing, there is taming. Now, that wolf that just that I was running from, you can tame him, and you can tame him by using a bow and arrow, and then you use these things. Oh my god, I'm getting attacked again. That guy. All right, let's see if my simple barriers work. Is it doing damage? He should be running into it. It should be doing damage. Oh my god, if he runs over my... I think I'm protected. Look at this guy. Level 16. I don't have any equipment, so I can't kill him. But hopefully that works. I'm not sure. Maybe he'll eventually run away. Maybe he'll eventually destroy my fence. My durability of the fence doesn't go down. But anyway, yeah, you can tame him. I actually have one of these guys tamed, and then I kept him in this little pen that I created, which is just this area here. And when riding him, he could actually fit through the doors, but this was when I only had 1 door and somebody destroyed my door and killed him, which was very upsetting. But yeah, taming, you use your crossbow, and then you use these arrows called, let me look at it, these iron hook, I believe, or stone hook arrows. And basically it's like the bows that you use in Ark, where it kind of knocks them out. And so you eventually knock them out instead of killing them, and they lie on the ground, and then you have to feed them and constantly keep hooking them with those arrows that give them, it's kind of like a tranquilizer. You're constantly tranquilizing them, keeping them like asleep, and then you're feeding them so they like you while they're unconscious. Doesn't really make any sense, but yeah, you can tame them, and then you can ride all these creatures just like Ark Survival Evolved. So if you played that, then you'll know exactly what I'm talking about. Hopefully that made sense. But you can only craft saddles, so you can ride these on like the lower end guys to start, and then you'll eventually unlock saddles for like the dragons. There's actually like flying dragons, and I'm gonna try and find one before I end this stream. I thought that this video was gonna be over, but I did want to show you one more thing. Here we're sitting at like 44 FPS, where it still looks pretty smooth on my end, but I wish I could show you what I'm seeing on my end. I don't know what's going on with OBS. If you guys know what's happening, be sure to let me know. But we're gonna go into these ruins here, and I believe there are some flying dragons, or flying something. They look like dragons. They look like straight up Khaleesi's dragons, and they usually sit up. They see, there's one. Look at that. You can actually tame that thing, whatever it is, and ride it around. It can be your pet. You can store it in like a big building or whatever, so nobody attacks it. But yeah, so that's pretty cool. Down here are some of my neighbors. I actually have a decent relationship with these guys. By decent relationship, I mean they don't kill me. So I don't know who's been killing me. Oh my god, I just woke up another one of those guys. Ugh. So yeah, that's what this guy's house looks like. He's got the fence like I do. He does have the barrier walls. That way dinosaur or like beasts can't run into it and constantly cause damage. That guy's got just a straight up very boring but huge building. This guy actually has a gate. So it's like a... Oh my god, don't. He's got a gate right here, as you can see. So he can store his creatures up there. I gotta save my energy so I don't die. Because I saw those wolves. Oh, there he is. Alright, so I'm gonna try and run away from him. That guy's chasing me. And hopefully we get away. But yeah, that's gonna wrap up Dark and Light. I just now realized that I forgot to let you guys know what I'm sipping on. Guarantee, you guys know I got my cup of Joe over here drinking some Kona coffee from Hawaii, which is actually one of the best pre-ground beans, I think. At least in like common supermarkets and stuff like that. But yeah, that's what I'm sipping on. Make sure you guys let me know what you're sipping on. Make sure you guys check out my my full review of OP Seat. It's hands down the best gaming chair for the money. I have a full review, which I'll link up that way, up top there. So check out that full review. And yeah, that's going to wrap up Dark and Light. Make sure you guys let me know what you think of this game. I would love to play this game with you guys. I am on the Iron Blood Gaming server. They have a full Discord where they post the rules. We have a bunch of funny conversations over there. And a lot of those guys jump in voice. I don't really do that too much. But yeah, it's a big community. I know they play other games too. So... join Iron Blood Gaming. I'm just going to let this guy kill me because I don't feel like dealing with it right now. But yeah, that's going to wrap up this video. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Please drop a like down below to help support my channel. And as always, thank you for watching. And please subscribe for more Zach's Tech Turf videos. One more thing I just thought of. Make sure you install this game on an SSD. If you install it on a hard drive, it's going to take forever to load. And I mean like 5 solid minutes every time you jump into a game. With my SSD, my 840 Evo, I think I have. Yeah, my 840 Evo. It only takes like a minute to load, which is still a long time. But yeah, install an SSD. All right, I'm out.